Hey, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie, and if you've hit that subscribe button already, you know you mean the world to me. So today we are on day 32 out of 38 is when I started the countdown to the new year. So today is our Sunday loop group, which is our faith loop group put on by the one and only amazing Creatively Lisa Marie, which is Creatively Lisa Marie on all platforms. So y'all should check her out. So if y'all are new to the Loop group, the way it works is there's a few of us in this group that we drop a video, and at the end we're gonna ask you to click on the link in the comments, and then that'll take you to the next person's loop. And if you end up watching all the loops and you get back to mine, you know you have done the loop correctly. And it's really cool. So Sunday's the special faith one. So this is the theme for this one is thankful. So since it is November, what a way to end with thankfulness, right? So I have been on 2 loops so far, and this is my book that I use for the loop groups on here. And this is my listing book. So this is what I do on this. So the first one I did was gratitude. The second one that I did was grace. I missed the third one, excuse me. So this one is now thankfulness. So what I'm gonna do is just create another list, and I don't fill it in today. I'm just making this journal, unlike the first one that I did, where I was literally, cut out pictures and did all that. So, that's because I had all that on hand. But I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. So whenever I go back and I want to write, I can do that. So, or I can give it to one of my kids, when they get older or whatnot. So I am literally going to be using some rub-ons from the Dollar Tree. I found this. It's cute. It says thankful. So if y'all are into listing, y'all should check out Lael by Mel. She's like the queen of listing. She's the reason why I got into making lists, and mine are not as extravagant as hers, but that doesn't stop me from doing it because I am just creative and I like to do all things creative. So that's where this is, and that's where I come in with these lists. And it's always good to go back and to look at what you created every now and then. I like looking at my old stuff because I'm like, oh man, that's really pretty, right? So that's what I do. So with these, again, these are rub-ons. I saw thankful here, and I'll look for some more and see. I might put fam, XOXO, and kind of just do that because I did break it. I'm going to staple it right here so it doesn't fall apart and I don't lose it in my stash. So 1 second, I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so I just stapled it. And again, that's a thing from Lael by Mel. She says to staple it so that way you don't lose it, right? So I'm going to use thankful. And again, I might use fam, XO, friends, because I'm thankful for all of those things. And usually I try to find a scripture just for fun to read about thankfulness. So let's see if we can find one real quick. Let's see. So let's see what we can find. So what they pulled up is 1 Thessalonians 5:18, which says, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So that's like the epitome of faith, right? Thankfulness. So what I'm going to do is literally, I got some circle stickers from Crafty Planner Queen, and then I got this junk page from, I want to say it's, oh my gosh, it just left me. Print Porch or something like that. Anyways, if I find it, I'll link it down. That's where I used to get all my paper from. Now I kind of create it myself. And then this is just a scrapbook paper that I found. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to cover, not all of it, but most of it. I think I'm going to cover some of it to make it stand out on the white, and then I'll draw from there. So I'm going to do from right here. Let me see. I'm going to move this out the way. So I'm not like a measure type person, so my measurements don't always come out right. But if I get this right, I will probably just copy. Uh-oh, made it come off. Copy it to my other side and go from there. Why are you stuck? There we go. All right. So I'm going to just go with this size right here. I could cut it in half. Let's just cut it in half. So I do know how to measure. Let's see. I just don't. I just free ball a lot of stuff, which is really not good. So hopefully I'm still in camera and angle, but I guess y'all don't really care if y'all see me cut the paper. So this is, I don't even know if this is a 12 by 12. It doesn't look like it's a 12 by 12. It looks like I've used half of it before. So, with that being said, let's see how big it is. It is a little over 11 inches. So we'll do 5.5. I'll do 5.5. Where's my 5.5? I haven't marked. 5.5 is a good number to memorize, because if you're cutting something in half from 11, it's 5.5. So let's see if that works. So I want it to kind of be in the center of the page, and if not, this one might work. So I think I'm going to use that size right there. So I'll see what size that is, and then I'll measure it and do the same for the other side. So let's see. I'm going to cut it about right here. About right there. All right, and hope that it, yeah, that's good. See, like that, it works out great. So I'm going to copy that for the other page. All right, and the magic of camera is, voila, I have 2 pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick it down. I think I'm gonna do the dark up here and the light. Actually, I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna do the dark up here like that and flip it like that. I'm gonna stick it down right here. So I have my handy dandy double stick tape from the Dollar Tree that I'm going to be using. Y'all, don't sleep on the Dollar Tree now. I wish I did have my runners, but I don't know where I put it, so I've misplaced it. So this is really good. It works really good. The only thing is sometimes it's time consuming pulling the other back off, but it works really good. I saw some other brands out there that I might try when I do tip-ins. That might be helpful. Oh my gosh, I am burning up. I want to turn the fan on, but it might be loud. So I won't do that. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. It's the perfect time to be thankful. This was the first Thanksgiving since my dad passed. So it wasn't, you know, we've not moved on, but we're coping with it. So we know that he's in a, you know, he's resting, he's not hurting anymore, and it's just, I wish we would have took more pictures. So now with my mom, who doesn't like to take pictures, we are taking all the pictures of her that we can, because we didn't have that many of my dad. So he did live in Austin, but he would come visit pretty much every holiday. So that was a plus. But as he started getting sicker, the time would, you know, the time got further in between, and he missed a couple, but we would go visit him more. So we got to go visit him a lot. So we are just thankful for the memories that were created. Just hate that we didn't have enough pictures of him. I have a lot of them when my kids were babies, because he came down and he was here a lot when they were babies. So I love those. And I'm gonna, I tell my daughter what we're gonna do is, she likes to scrapbook too, yay. I wonder where she gets that from. But we're gonna scrapbook together some of his memories and just have a page for us to remember him by. So that is that. And I don't have my, dadgummit. All right, so I wanted to use this kind of to just kind of tear in the corners and just put that there. I don't know. Also, depending on which way you tear your paper will, you know, have it to where you will, this has kind of white on the edge right here. So I'm going to cut that off because I don't want that. And then I'm going to ink it. I'm going to ink it to distress it. So I do have my ink with me. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and distress it a little bit. This part here is part of the sticker. So I'm going to kind of take that off a little bit and kind of go like that. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna keep it on the green part. I'm gonna leave the white. And what I might do is just kind of go through and just dress it like this. And then I'm gonna take my pen and run it through to make it look like it was sewn. So that way that white isn't so stark. There we go, like that. So I'm gonna go in between. Don't be scared to get that. So it's taking that whiteness away from the page. There we go. And then, like I said, I'm gonna go in and draw around with my pen to make it kind of look like a stitching. But I want it to get the corners done. So let's see. I'm just showing y'all the difference of the tear. So y'all see how it has more white on this compared to this side because it's the way I tore the paper. So, and I'm gonna cut this edge off. All right, and then I'm gonna distress the edge of this. Push everything up a little bit, okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this off the edge a little bit so that way I can get that right there. And cover my ink so it doesn't dry. All right. There we go. So I just like that. So like I said, I'm keeping it simple. So I'm gonna literally, where did Thankful go? So if you've never used rub-ons, it's good to have something to kind of color it on because it's like the beauty of it, it looks like it's part of the paper when you're finished. So I'm gonna put Thankful down here because on the other page, I did stamps and I did Grace up there and then I did Gratitude here. So I'm gonna switch it up and put Thankful at the bottom of the page like that. And then, like I said, it's good to have something to scratch it on with. I didn't have anything with me. You would think I'd be prepared. Let's see, I'm going to use my nail. And you can kind of see when it's transferred onto the paper. Ooh, you can use a paper clip. And then you kind of don't pull it up all the way so you can kind of see if it kind of laid down. Because then if it didn't, you can always go back and kind of rub it off like that, see? Like that, Thankful. So I like that. And I think I'm going to now put my circles on and then I'm going to rub, I think I'm gonna do each color, more than one, I'll do. Okay, so I'm gonna put one right here, then I'm gonna put one right here. And then see, I can always go back in and fill in these circles on what I'm thankful for. So I love that. You could put a doll right here, but I think I'm not. So let's do 3 more on the other side. Okay, we'll go here. Here and here. Okay. And I think like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out, we're thankful for family. I'm gonna cut that out. Oh, I'm kind of close. I'm gonna just keep the XOXO next to the family and kind of go like that. Kind of do that throughout. And then friends. Well, my S is messed up on friends, but it's all good. Cut. Okay. Put friends. And I'm gonna put home. Thankful for a home. If you've never been without one, be thankful, but it's good to always not take things for granted. So I'm truly thankful for a place to lay my head. We got home. Man, my E, see, it came off on my my finger. It's all good. And then I was gonna say, thankful for laughter. See if I can get laughter out of here. It's where those fussy cutting skills come in handy. Okay. And then where can we put laughter? Let's put it right here. Okay. Be careful not to touch it. There we go. We'll put laughter right here. Okay. So then I'm just gonna rub that. And then I can always fill it in with a pen to make up for the place that came off. All right, so let's see if that took. Yay. So come up slow, so if it didn't, you can always go back. So I'm gonna take my pen and actually just fill in the S like that. Yeah, you never know the wiser. Okay, I'll do the same with home once I finish getting it down. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up slowly and hopefully it's stuck. Yep. All right, and then I'm gonna fill in home right here. Okay. And then go ahead and do family and love, XOXO. The M has a kind of a smudge missing too, so I'll fill that in as well. There we go. Yay. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of fill that in right there. All right. Last one. Laughter. My favorite. I love to laugh. Don't you love those moments where you're like laughing and you're just bawling with tears because it's just that funny? That's the kind of laughing I like, the full belly laughs. I really love it when my kids laugh like that. That makes my heart so happy when they're laughing like that and not taking life so serious because they're still young. They don't know what's going on half the time anyways, but mine are a little extra sheltered because they're homeschooled, so, and I love it. I don't regret it at all. I can let them grow up at the speed that I want them to without being naive, because it will come in to your house because you be like, how did y'all, where in the world did y'all learn that from? But we don't live in a hole, so they will learn something. They learn things. So, all right, so let's take that one off. There we go. There you go. Yay, that came out cute. So, like I said, I'm gonna end it with just kind of going through and drawing like a little stitch line. So I'm gonna actually put a dot right there, and I'm gonna go like that all the way around. Okay, I'm gonna tilt it a little bit. All right, so that, my friends, is pretty much it. Love how it came out. Now I could write 1 Thessalonians up here or down here to remember to always be thankful and what scripture came from. So I think I can do that. I think I'll write it right here. 1 Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 5:18. All right. So then I can always come in and fill out, you know, things that I'm thankful for with my family, things that I'm thankful for that make me laugh, things about home that I'm thankful for, things about friends, right? Like my friends that I've met in this wonderful planner community, starting with Lisa Marie. She's amazing. Y'all should check her out. Like I said, follow the loop, and you'll end up on her channel. I don't know the order of the loop, but when we get our assignment, that's how it is. But she's a really sweet person at heart. She has a big heart. So y'all go show her some love. And again, show all the videos in this loop some love by liking them, commenting on their channels. And again, this is day 32 in my 38-day series of purpose and planning. And again, thank y'all for joining me. Hopefully y'all got some encouragement on some creativity. We're able to plan along with me. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe. And if you want to be notified every time I drop a video, I will see y'all on the other side. Don't forget to follow the loop. All right, take care. Bye.